What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we kind of have a very weird video. This intro does not match the video whatsoever. As you can see, I'm in here with definitely not either of my cars, so yeah, not a matching intro. But I got an 034 Motorsport crankcase breather hose that you're gonna see in the next part of this video right after I'm done talking. We installed that. We kind of had a few issues during test driving. You'll find that out as well. Yeah, that's going to require some more parts, but maybe you guys have a recommendation for me. Again, you'll see here in just a little bit. And then we do also install something else on the A4 as wheel just to go along with the wheels. So yeah, like I said, not the correct intro, but figured I'd make this real quick just so I can get this video done. So without further ado, let's get into today's video. Remember, because this is me more recently than the video you're about to see. If you did enjoy the video, please subscribe. Please like the video, share with friends and family. And with that, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace. Also, side note, we will be making videos about these cars, especially this one. This one maybe not so much, but there will be videos on those and working on them. So just kind of stay tuned for that. If you guys are interested in me doing a review on either of these cars, drop a comment below. I'm not sure if that's something you guys would want to see or maybe not. We have a Mazda CX-3 and an Audi A7, so you guys let me know. Obviously, it is the Audi channel, so maybe we'll just do the A7 anyways. But yeah, now into today's video. Also, one more side note, I did just want to make it fully clear. Riley's BMW is gone. The guy actually contacted her not too long ago, a couple days ago, I believe. It's been gone for a while now, but he contacted her, said that he changed the battery in the BMW, and that not that he changed it. He took it to BMW, they changed it, and that completely solved all the issues that it was having. So kind of aggravating. I called BMW and asked them if the battery needed to be programmed or adapted to the BMW, to which they said no, but I guess I should have known better than that. So whatever. She now has the Hyundai, which I also think that she'll be getting rid of. She might be trading cars with her brother. Not that it's a huge deal. They're not going to be cool cars or anything like that, but that may be on the channel. I just want to let you guys know why there's a lot of different content with different cars, and that is the reason. Anyways, enough side notes. Let's get on to today's video. All right, so this is what we're looking at. If you can take a peek down here, you can kind of see this new silicone hose right here. See this one I'm touching. That is the new crankcase breather hose. That is an 034. As you guys can see, it does connect into the crankcase way down here. So this is where it's connecting to the crankcase. So it replaces three pieces. So we have this piece that's usually coming out of the crankcase, then this piece that connects to it, and then this goes up here, and in turn connects to the valve cover and the tip. Now it broke off there, as you can see. Now this is like the third or fourth one that I've done, but now it's an 034 one and it's just one solid piece. So it shouldn't be a big issue. I also got, you can kind of see it right there, that billet piece right here, this billet piece. That is new also. That was also an 034 thing. That was like 40 bucks on its own. But then that connects to this little S hose, which is also 034, which in turn connects up to the suction jet pump. So hopefully that kind of fixes the boost. I didn't realize that had broken again. And now it doesn't make that weird wonky noise, that kind of like humming noise when at idle, and also when you shut it off. Now I am still waiting on this check valve right here. As you can see, the hose right behind it, this one right here is broken. That connects to the side of the suction jet pump, or the that check valve right there. So I'm waiting on one of those. I did break that when I was trying to get down there the other day, so I will get that installed later, hopefully. Also that came in today were the rings for the wheels. So these will go around, these will go on the center bores for the wheels. As you guys know, I did not have those to start with, so I just kind of bolted them in there, but now they will sit flush, and then we won't have to worry about the wheel moving and vibrating the car a little bit. I also got the center caps. I ordered those on eBay for like 20 bucks. So I have those installed now, which does make it look 100% complete now. Also, this is after, let's say, about a week of the springs installed. You can see the level that it is at now. So it still is looking good. We're gonna test the boost later and then see where that goes from there. We're also working on Eric's B5, so you guys have not seen this one yet. We've been kind of working on it. Having to rebuild the evap system, because when we first got it, it had no evap system at all. So all these hoses right here that run over here, and down here we've been trying to fix. All right, so this, that's not the good side. This is Eric's Avant. It's also a B5. It is on Raceland coilovers. That is why it sits lower than mine. Now it's also on stock 15s, so that's also why it kind of looks a little bit different. He's gonna be getting different wheels relatively soon. As you guys can see, it is a 98 or 99, pardon me. So it is a pre-face, but it's pretty nice. So he's still been kind of doing a lot to it. Also went through and tinted the windows on his, or started to. Kind of a fail over how mine turned out. I'm not exactly sure why they turned out like that, so we're gonna possibly redo those ones. These back ones came out relatively good, as you guys can see. Still a lot to be done. When he bought it, there was no exhaust, so it still has to get an exhaust, or no, got the exhaust put on, and whatever he wants to do after that. But this is mainly just to pass emissions. It doesn't have any evap systems, so we're gonna have to add those so it can pass and be registered. It's also AEB, not AWM like mine and Angel's, so he's got the better head, I guess. No? Yes. Yeah, you get the worst head. Okay, so
I get head, we don't get head.
yeah, right. Yeah, that's the Avant. So you guys will see it from time to time. Everything that we've been doing to it is stuff you kind of already seen on my B5, so nothing major yet, but we'll keep giving you guys updates. And then we're also going to install those rings here in just a second. Also, if I roll back over here, while Eric's doing his thing on his AEB car, I also got these, which are quick disconnects for the bumper. So they're not going to go on this one, but they kind of go like this. I'm going to show you. I'm going to make a video on how to install these. I'm going to do a separate video for that. But you just kind of drill through the fender right there and put the screw in, and then stretch out the rubber band there, and then do the same thing on the bumper. And that should hold it kind of in place. I'm going to have one there and one there. Two on each side. Now, I know it's kind of a cheap way of doing it. They were honestly really, really cheap. But if you guys can see, the bumper on the A4 is probably the only thing that doesn't exactly fit quite right on the car. So I'm gonna be putting them there and there just to hold it more in place, so that way it looks flush. And I'm just gonna get rid of the mounts that are in there because they don't really work anyways. They're just kind of crappy. So there's that. And that should hold it a little bit more in place, as you can see, like around the headlight and whatnot. Now I could just re-get those those mounts, not re-get, but get some more to hold it in place a little bit better. But I think it'll kind of look cool with those anyways. So I guess to each their own. But like I said, I'll be doing that in a separate video. So to get on with the rings. So another kind of a crappy update. It is a totally different day from where we just left off. I know that I said we were going to install the hub-centric rings for the wheels on the A4. But that's probably been about a week ago, maybe a week or two ago, maybe, that I was recording that video. I ended up getting the pipe installed. I think I finished that in this video. You have to excuse me. I just haven't been able to finish it because of this update. Now I have not installed the hub-centric rings on this yet, and that is because as soon as I went to go test drive it after I did the 034 Motorsport crankcase breather hose, I went to go test drive it, and during the drive, the clutch took a crap. Now, from my understanding, because the car came with a lot of maintenance history, and it had gotten its clutch replaced about, I want to say 4 years ago. So it was about 50,000 miles, I think. So not very long in the clutch, and I don't exactly know why it went. Now I was trying to shift pretty quickly, so I don't know if that probably, definitely did not help it in any way. But I've been trying to think about it for the last couple of weeks. What I've come up with is that I'm going to end up ordering an upgraded clutch. Main reason for that is that this car will be making more power at some point. Not right now, or not currently, just because I do have to buy the clutch now. But since it will be making more power in the future, I figured I might as well upgrade the clutch anyways, as the clutches are not the most reliable as soon as you start increasing power on these cars. So only thing that I have to decide, because I've been looking around and doing some extensive research on the clutches that I want, People talk good words about South bend clutches for these cars specifically. Now the thing is that I don't know if I want to replace the flywheel as well. I probably should, since I'm already going to be up in the transmission. So the only thing that those South bend clutches comes with is the clutch and the pressure plate. But there is also a kit online on ECS Tuning that has, it is the B7 RS4 clutch. They also have the S4 clutch, a little bit of different pricing, but I have been thinking about going with the B7 RS4 clutch because that comes with everything that you're going to need. New throwout, it comes with a new flywheel, clutch, pressure plate, literally everything that you're going to need in order to have, well, while you're up in there, I guess, to replace everything. So I just haven't fully decided yet. If you guys have an idea on what I should get, please drop a comment below and let me know. If you guys are running one of those, let me know how that is. But yeah, I just haven't decided yet. I will be ordering that very, very soon. And then I guess we will have a video on dropping the transmission and putting the new clutch in. Now, I think you guys remember Angel. He was in one of my videos a long time ago. It was a junkyard walk around video. I think it was actually my second video. But he was in there. I don't know if he's been in there recently, but we did this to his car about, I think last, either a year or two ago. We dropped his transmission and did the clutch in my garage. So it's definitely doable, and that's what we will be doing. And unfortunately, it's just been undrivable. When that first happened, I lost all gears except for first and reverse. And then now when you drive it, it starts to slip once it gets warm. And then also, you can definitely go into first and just let off the clutch. No gas needed, and it doesn't stall out. So definitely time for a new clutch. So we will be getting that. To further that update, I've just been kind of doing some really, really small things. I've been daily driving the S8 recently. I haven't really done anything to it, but it does need a good cleaning and some other things like that. I did kind of clean it out a little bit. I've cleaned both these cars, the interiors at least, very, very thoroughly. So they're a lot better there. I didn't make a video on that. I figured that would be kind of boring. But yeah, so with that, I do want to go ahead and put the hub-centric rings on the wheel, so I will be doing that. And then I also have, I think I showed you guys in this video, I did show you the bumper mounts, or I guess the bumper mounts that I'm going to be using, the quick releases on the bumper. As you can see, we got homie here biting my foot. Un momento. All right, well, now that he, I think, is occupied again. So, we can talk again. Maybe. Welton. Yeah, he's busy. So yes, I do want to install the rings on, and then I also, let me roll over here and I can show you guys what else I got. It's a snub mount for the A4. It is an 034 snub mount, so that should be loads of fun to install. I was reading a couple forums and threads online. People were talking that it can be a very big hassle. A lot of people are saying that you don't have to remove the bumper in order to do it, but I think that I will anyways. Especially since I'm gonna be installing the quick releases on the bumper anyways. It's probably easiest to do it when the bumper's off, maybe not, I don't know. But yeah, so I'll be removing the bumper and installing that, and then should be good to go there. Not really anything happening with the A4 until the clutch is done. But maybe while I'm online, I will go ahead and order a couple of other things for it. I still have to get the front mount intercooler, the turbo, and I think that's mainly it to start with. Because I already have the manifold. I've shown you guys that before right there. You can see it peeking up. And then, oh yeah, the high flow cat as well. I do have to get that. Other than that though, not much. So yeah, at least the car's practically getting everything brand new. It's got all new suspension, all new wheel bearings, new brakes all the way around. Everything on the interior is good. And then, yeah, then we'll be stepping into some performance things. Now that all the leaks are fixed, I'm almost 100% sure that they're fixed. Because it doesn't make that weird noise anymore, that like howling noise that was coming from the crankcase breather. Pardon. So I think that we're all good to go in terms of that. I think the issue now with the A4 not boosting is the wastegate. It has to be. which I can take off the hose to it, run some air through it and see. That might also loosen it up, free it up a little bit, and maybe it will work. So maybe that's what I'll do in the meantime. But the hose is kind of far down within the engine bay, so I don't know if I want to mess with that right now. But with that, today I've just been kind of tinkering around with the cars. I haven't really done much yet, but I don't think that you guys ever saw it when it was in bad shape. But if you take a peek at the rear deck back here, you can see it looks really good. Main reason for that, when the original deck, somebody had replaced the speakers and they just kind of did a horrible job. The way to get these grills out is through the bottom of this whole deck piece, and somebody did not do that. They just pried up on them, so ended up breaking those off, and then they just had aftermarket speaker grills just sitting there. It only had one of these. These are actually mounts. These are also for like the child seats, I guess, but there's 13s behind there that hold it down. It only had one of those, so there's that. It does definitely look much better. I could always see it in my rear view, so that was bothering me. And someday we'll get a hold of this headliner or do a really thorough cleaning. You can see it's definitely been covered in water before. Now, I also cleaned out the trunk. Again, I don't think it's something that you guys have seen on the channel. Not something I really think about or really think to show. But it was really gross back here. I do apologize about the camera quality. It looks really bad, and that carpet looks really bad as well. But this piece, people never take care of these, and as you can see, the handle here is missing, but it always falls down into the trunk. So I put a little piece of baseboard underneath, so that way it kind of stays up and doesn't fall again. And then there's those speaker grills I was talking about and just extra parts right there. But underneath this thing, I also went ahead and cleaned the spare tire. You can see it looks pretty good. Also way down there, it was covered in just stuff, like just gunk. So I'm guessing that things that people have had in the trunk over the years, maybe coolant, oils, I don't even know. It was covered in stuff. So I went ahead and sprayed that out with some degreaser after vacuuming it, and then I kind of scraped all that stuff out and then sprayed it with some more degreaser, and then used my drill brush to get all that out. So definitely much better. The interior on the A4 is looking really good. Same thing with the S8 actually. I've been just kind of keeping them clean, so it makes me feel a lot better. Not that you guys really care, but that's good. You can see I have some more trim pieces done. As you can see, there's the door, there's the one on the dash. Those ones were obviously done. I think I only have one more door piece to do. I have the whole console out right now, as you can see. Nothing is in there. I didn't record any of that, but I will show you guys how I've been doing the wood pieces in here. But again, I'm trying to get down to my last few pieces before I go ahead and record that, and then I will record me reinstalling some of that stuff. You can see I have a bunch of that stuff over here. Still some more trim pieces to go. This is, well, this one's done, but this is the center console piece for the ashtray, my coin holder, I guess. I'm in the process of doing that one, but again, just a bunch of really small projects right now. But anyways, I figured I would just give you guys that quick update. I do apologize about lack of content. It's been kind of sucky not being able to drive this, but it'll be good content now that we get to drop the transmission and replace the clutch. It was going to be on my time. It was going to be in my future anyways to do that. I didn't think it was going to be that soon, but here we are. So I will tell you guys which one I order, but without that, or other than that, let's get into putting the snub mount in and the hub centric rings. All right, so step one of this procedure is going to be to take the center cap out. Nice, brand new. So if you guys remember, you can see there's still a gap there. So that's where those rings are going to go. Now, unfortunately, I did not prepare since it's my 2 days off right now. I left my guns at work, so I have the 3/8, as you can see. So I'm gonna see if this fits. It's my air ratchet, or my air gun, but we'll see if this fits in there. Hopefully it does. If not, maybe an extension, and then if not, we will just have to wait on this project. Oh, this is not the best ideal setup. It's also a little bit difficult with one hand, but well, there's the whole power issue. Let me air up my compressor and see if we can get it off. That method only got 2 of them out. The other ones it will not. So I'm just gonna use my breaker bar, and oops, don't mind that. and get these off. And we should be able to watch the wheel kind of fall in place. Or fall down on the hub, technically. All right. And then we should be able to just jack it up and then use that now that they're broken. We slowly jack it up. That way we don't hit the S8. Thread this in there. These things are very, very useful when you're doing wheels on the ground. That stuff out of the way. And that comes off. Okay. Now these rings, it may be hard to see, but you can see they are made by APR. So I've actually never put hub centric rings on here before, and I actually should probably wire brush that. So something like that. That looks a little better. Cup of oil here. Just like that. Now we can put this on there. Kind of run that around. And then we should be able to put our wheel back on. And we should be good to go. You can just watch me struggle. Now, we can torque the wheels down when we drop the car down a little bit. Should we use the new torque wrench? Probably. I have never used it, and I've had it for a while. But I've never used it until this point, so you guys will get to unbox this with me. Step one, cut these. You guys should drop a comment below if what kind of tool person you are. Like, who's your favorite company? I personally have not really had a problem with almost any of them. I use a lot of Husky things, Craftsman, Cornwell, Snap-on, you name it, I have some. And I really haven't had a problem with almost any of them. So I don't know that I really have a favorite. I like cheaper brands, and I also like expensive brands, so there's that. So we have our calibrations taped to the top right here, so that'll be good for future references. But as you guys can see, got our 1/2 inch It's got a nice handle down here. I really do like that. Nice and thick. So pull this down and we can set it. Torque spec on this car is let's see, we're gonna want to go with Newton meters. So Audis, yeah, as you may or may not know, they do use Newton meters. At least we do at the dealership. And these probably are 120. I usually over torque things, not things, but over torque wheels because I don't trust the whole 140. So we will go with our next best option, which is going to be 155. Alrighty, that's one wheel done and done. So now, as you guys can see, that ring fills out the hole or the in between the wheel right there. Hopefully you can kind of see that. So now we should have no more vibrations once we have them all installed. So I'm going to set up a quick time lapse, go around and do the other ones. This was just a quick walkthrough, very easy. Hopefully I do have that on there right. Pretty sure I do. It does sit very flush. Sits very good, as you guys can see. So we're good to go there. Like I said, I'm gonna set up a time lapse and we will get going. All right, well, we got the rings installed, as you guys saw. Unfortunately, I don't get to drive it, so I can't actually test if the vibration stopped, but I'm sure that they have. So once the new clutch is in, I guess we will feel that. Also, unfortunately, I think this video is getting pretty long, so I think I'm going to cut the video here. I'm going to make a separate video on the snub mount up front. I will also install the bumper mounts, the quick releases, while we're at it. I'm very... not worried, I guess, but I hate drilling into metal like that, especially on the exterior of the car. But I think it'll be fine. I am just going to go ahead and do that. But that is going to be for a separate video. With that, we also may do a couple of other things. However, I think that's really it that I do have for right now. So I'm going to end the video here, like I said. Now, if you guys do have any recommendations for clutches, like I said, please drop some comments below and let me know what you guys think, because I'm not exactly sure. I'll probably gonna end up going with the B7 RS4 clutch, the kit on ECS, because it comes with everything. That one is about $750. The S4 one, which also does come with everything you need, is $650. And then the South Bend pressure plate and clutch, nothing else I don't believe in that kit, is $400 or $500. I can't remember exactly. So I don't know. We're going to see. But again, if you guys do have any recommendations, please drop those below. With that, I am going to get out of here. So if you guys did enjoy the video, please subscribe, like the video, share with friends and family, drop a comment below. Turn on the bell notification. That way you kind of get notifications when I do post. Since it's not too often, unfortunately, you guys want to get notified when I do post. Turn that bell on. Anyways, though, I think that's going to be it. So I will see you guys very soon in the next video. Peace out.